Good evening. This is Pintoon from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Odia candidates come out with flying colours as 24 from state crack civil services examinations. 7 of them are in top 100. Youth goes on in rampage at Secretariat, attacks officer with knife, raising questions about security at the bureaucratic North Centre. Chief Minister inaugurates a number of Navka labour-related projects, including bus terminal at Malatipatapur in Puri amidst protest by Congress. Census report shows 65.36% of rural Odisha still don't own a phone. In terms of asset ownership, abysmal 4.83% households own refrigerators. And Rangavati returns. Remake of Rangavati faces trouble as lyricist and musician of the Sambalpuri song moved court alleging copyright violation. Now the details. Proving their mettle again, Odia candidates have posted a very good performance in the civil services examinations conducted by Union Public Service Commission last year, the results of which were announced yesterday. As per the results, Odisha's Ananya Das bagged 16th position in the exams, while Muhammad Abdul Akhtar secured 35th rank. Similarly, Lingaraj Panda, Kranti Kumar Pati, Pamela Satpathy and Smriti Ranjan Mohanty secured 38th, 50th, 51st and 86th place respectively. In all, 24 ODIs have cleared the prestigious exams. Other successful ODI candidates are Sandeep Kumar Malik 102, Arunangshu Giri 132, Abhishek Tripathi 151, Soumya Mishra 177, Padmini Sahu 199, Susanta Kumar Mishra 237, Ashish Kumar Panda 276, Satarupa Mishra 303, Nandadulal Das 493, Apurva Mishra 654, Anshuman Mishra 672, Sucharita Das 711, Dhiman Barai 768, Hriday Kumar Das 1079, Sunil Das 1161, Rajkumar Das 1172, Pareshwar Das 1220 and Rakesh Das 1231. UPSC officials said the top 4 ranks have been secured by women candidates. Ira Sehgal number 1, Renu Raj number 2, Nisi Gupta number 3 and Bandana Rao at number 4. A total number of 1236 candidates have been recommended for appointment to the Indian Administrative Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Police Service and Central Services Group A and Group B.
Preparation ita to मोर 4th attempt और 3rd इंटरव्यू तो कॉन्स्टेंटली ये प्रोसेस रे मु काफ़ी टाइम से इन्वॉल्व थी कॉन्स्टेंट स्ट्रगल थिला पेशेंस रो परसिवरेंस रो विल पावर रो टेस्ट थिला सबु भितरे सबु चैलेंजेस भितरे गति करके पढ़ीबाटा डिफिकल्ट तो थिला बट एट द सेम टाइम जदि लाइफ रे चैलेंज न थाए लाइफ रे फन भी न थाए
मैडम पब्लिक सर्विस पे बहुत इच्छा थिला जेहेतु ये परीक्षाटा पब्लिक सर्विस कमिशन करे जेकोसी सर्विस मिले इट इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सर्व द पीपल से फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट खुशी तो से ही लगुच किंतु जेहेतु आमको मैंडेटरीली ऑप्शंस दबाक पड़े को सर्विस 1 की कोटा 2 1 रे मोर आईएएस थिला.
More news on qualifiers of civil services examinations. Muhammad Abdul Akhtar from Haladigadia near Kori area of Jazpur district has earned a distinction of being the first Muslim in the state to succeed in the exam. Akhtar has secured 35th rank in the 2014 civil services exam. An elated Akhtar said, "I am very glad that I have got this opportunity to serve the people of my state. I look forward to it and I am thankful to God, my parents, friends for providing me support at every stage." Born in 1992, Akhtar got a degree from Hyderabad Law University and was preparing for civil services in New Delhi. Last year he got selected in allied services, however refrained from joining. In another such tale, the good news of success in civil services exam arrived for Lingaraj Panda from Cuttack district while he was at his grandmother's funeral at Sorgodwar in Puri. Panda, a resident of Balisai in Nuapada area of Cuttack city, secured 38th rank in the exam.
मैं कॉलेज बेडू स्टार्ट कर दी थी एक्चुअली 3rd ईयर रू 2010 रे स्टार्ट कर दी थी एंड वो कितना आई थिंक अबाउट 6 hours वर्थ ऑफ स्टडी ऑन अ डेली बेसिस भी नो मतलब आई थिंक अराउंड 5 or 6 days a week 6 hours a day basically it's not about the hours that you put in output जितनी तुम काम जदि असाइन फॉर द डे सीधा सरिया कथा एंड मोर फर्स्ट कार्डर चॉइस इज आल्सो ओडिशा एंड ओडिशा पे कोन सब किछि मो ना लिंगराज मु तो ओडिसा रे जाई परिनी आकु.
In a bizarre incident, a youth went on rampage inside the state secretariat and attacked an officer, raising serious concerns on security arrangements at the bureaucratic Knob Center. Ironically, it happened while a review meeting on safety and security at the secretariat was going on. The youth, who has been identified as Sushant Naik of Dhenkanal, came to the Urban Development Department to seek employment opportunity as a part of the rehabilitation process in place of his deceased father, who was a security guard. Naik wanted to meet the special secretary of the department. However, failing to meet the secretary after several attempts, the youth yesterday went berserk and attacked his personal secretary Sasmita Malik with a knife. Meanwhile, Naik has been handed by the secretariat security officer to the police. Sources said the incident has revealed certain loopholes in the security system of the secretariat.
से सकाळे आसला कहले मु सार को देखा करबी स्पेशल सेक्रेटरी मु कहले ताले तमे गोटे दियो स्लीप दियो ना मु स्लीप देबिनी मु एप्लिकेशन देबी मु कहले सेमती ऑफिशियल डेकोरम होचे एप्लिकेशन दिया होइनी सेटा स्लीप दिया जीवो स्लीप रे सार जतल तुमको अलाउ करबे तमे जे एप्लिकेशन सार को दबो मु दासी जस्ट एठी बसी जे आसी मो बेकर लगे दी छी छुरी कोन कहला कहला तू मो बापा को मारी छु तो भाई मो बापा मल्ला पिला माने सब जो मानस माने सब धरि पकेले छुरी रो नुआटा हेती खोलटा एठी पड़ी
फिर से डिपार्टमेंट रे करथिले चौकीदार से तार चाकरी रे थिला भितरे से एक्सपायर्ड करि आइथिले सेति पई से रिहैबिलिटेशन रे रहिया पई बहुत आगुरु चेष्टा करथला आ बहुत थरा आसीछि बोली डिपार्टमेंट रे कहउछन छुरी लगेथला बोली तो लोक कहउछंती आ से तो ताको आमे सेति पई इमीडिएट ए खबरटा पाइलु से आसी आइथला बोली ताको धरिकरी सांग सांग तुरंत हमरो कैपिटल थाना को हस्तांतर कर दैछु।
Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik yesterday inaugurated a number of projects built for the upcoming Navkalevara festival in Puri amidst protest by opposition Congress. Ridiculing the inauguration spree undertaken by the Chief Minister, the demonstrators said it was of no meaning as many Navkalevara works, including roads, overbridges, medical and drinking water facilities, were still incomplete. Shouting slogans and holding black flags, as many as 26 Congress activists in Puri were held after they staged demonstration against Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik. The Chief Minister encountered opposition as Congress workers protested on the Grand Road and other places in the pilgrim town, holding black flags and shouting slogans. However, the protesters were taken away by the police before they could move close to the Chief Minister. Meanwhile, among the new projects launched by the Chief Minister was a modern bus terminal at Malati Patapur, which has been constructed at a cost of over rupees 73 crore. Besides passenger waiting rooms, the bus terminal has dormitory, cafeteria, ticket reservation counter, CCTVs and a police outpost. The Chief Minister also inaugurated a 7-kilometer bypass road connecting Malati Patapur and Puri Konark Road, a new overbridge and a bridge at Otranala. He also opened a special building for mothers and infants at the district headquarters hospital in Puri. A new fire station building, a new administrative building of ITI at Talabania, an integrated control room to keep watch on movement of people in the town, and a new CCTV control room were also inaugurated. 3 power grid stations were inaugurated at Baliyapanda by Patnaik, who also laid the foundation stones of a new Sevayat welfare housing project and a government medical college and a hospital at Baligwali.
I am delighted to be in Puri today for the inauguration of a number of projects which will be of great help to the local people and also well in time for Navkalevara.
At a time when so much emphasis is being laid on mobile phones, rural Odisha's picture reflecting a yawning divide. According to the Socio-Economic and Caste Census Reports 2011, 65.36% of rural households in Odisha still don't own a phone, neither fixed line nor mobile phone. To view it from the other angle, only 34.64% of rural households of Odisha use telecom services, with mobile phone using households being pegged at 33.56% of the total rural households. Only 0.38% households use landline phones, while only 0.68% of the rural Odisha use both landline and mobile phones. In absolute numbers, 32,837 households out of the total 86,22,827 households have a landline connection. On the other hand, a total of 58,941 households have mobile phones. At the national level, out of the total rural households, 72.07% own a telephone device, either landline or mobile. Similarly, the mobile ownership percentage stands at 68.35%. Moreover, similar is the case in other categories of asset ownership. While at a national level, 11.02% of the households own a refrigerator, in rural Odisha, it's an abysmal 4.83%. Similarly, in terms of vehicle ownership, nationwide 20.69% of the total households own a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. In rural Odisha, only 8.97% households own a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. As many as 100 students studying in Rahangula Ashram School in Atagad subdivision of Cuttack district took ill on Friday due to suspected food poisoning. According to sources, the students were given primary treatment at the local hospital, but 32 of them had to be shifted to Atagad subdivisional hospital after their condition worsened. The sources added the victims are suffering from diarrhea, vomiting and fever. Though the exact reason behind the sudden illness is yet to be ascertained, preliminary investigations show that it could have happened due to food poisoning, said doctors in attendance. Meanwhile, a medical team along with Cuttack ADM, Atagad sub-collector and health officials rushed to the school to assess the situation. The team is collecting blood samples of the affected students and keeping a close watch on the situation. Notably, 435 students are studying in the school, while 326 of them are living in the hostel of the school. Aimed at binding Odias living in different countries, the Global Odisha Conference organized by the Odisha Society of the Americas, OSA, discussed Odia diaspora's role in the overall development of the state. The two-day conference was organized at the historical Kennedy Center at Washington, D.C. in the United States. The inauguration of this global conference was marked by the presence of Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, Odisha Tourism Minister Ashok Panda, State Mass Education Minister Devi Prasad Mishra and Spiritual Guru Chandrabhanu Satpathy. After the two-day Global Odisha Conference, the OSA also kicked off its 46th annual convention from July 2. Noted Odia sand artist Sudarshan Patnaik's sand sculpture based on Navakalebar was one of the main attractions of the convention. The sculpture was inaugurated by the U.S. Assistant Secretary of State, Nisa Biswal. Tension ran high on the premises of Bhushan plant near Dhenkanal after one worker was killed and another sustained critical injuries in an accident in the coke oven yesterday morning. Following the mishap, the agitated workers of the company staged a protest inside the campus and demanded adequate compensation for the killing of the victims. The incident took place around 10:30 in the morning when the laborers were working near the oven. When one of them died on the spot, another was grievously hurt in the accident. The injured laborer was brought to the district headquarters hospital here when his condition started deteriorating. Both the deceased and the injured are residents of Jharkhand. The agitating workers also demanded that necessary steps be taken to ensure that adequate safety measures are put in place in order to avoid such accidents in future. A woman patient of SCB hospital in Cuttack died after allegedly falling from roof adjacent to the nephrology ward in third floor of the building. The deceased was identified as Arati Jata from Dhenkanal. Sources said the mishap might have occurred when the woman went to toilet at 3 in the morning and accidentally ventured into the open roof adjacent, which was under construction. Police reached the spot and sent the body for post-mortem. Meanwhile, the state-run hospital's emergency officer Bhubanananda Maharana said a committee has been formed to probe into the death. Family members of the deceased hailed the roads and building department responsible for the death as the department was undertaking construction work at the hospital and demanded compensation.
से काहे किछि कहयो नै किमेति भाग्य रे एमेति मु किछि ये कर नै से किछि देह पारे पड़थिले हले जायथिले गोटे मन दुख होइदांदा.
Cheat fund company Catalan Cooperative Credit Limited's director Ashwin Kumar Naik and 3 of his associates were arrested by Berhampur town police on charges of duping investors of rupees 9 crores late last night. Catalan is headquartered at Buguda in Ganjam district. Sources said in between 2010 and 2013, the company allegedly duped gullible investors from Bhubaneswar, other areas of Ganjam district and Surat in Gujarat of lakhs of rupees through its branches. Complaints were lodged by the investors at Buguda police station against the company's officials. Rangavati Returns, which was recorded at MTV Coke studio and aired later, is in legal wrangle as lyricist Mitra Bhanu Gauntia and music director Prabhudatta Pradhan of popular Sambalpuri song Rangavati have moved court alleging copyright violation. A case of ₹1 crore has been registered against the organization and persons involved in remapping the famous old song. The petitioners allege that the song has been distorted without their prior permission and it has lost its prime essence in the remake. Legal notices have been sent to the sponsors like Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages Private Limited, Hindustan Coca-Cola Holdings Private Limited, Viacom 18 Media Private Limited and singers like Sona Mahapatra, Ram Sampath and Rituraj Mahanti. The petitioners also prayed to the court to stop transmission of the remake version on television and other social media.
याकू एक तो उड़िया गीत बोली भी किए अभियोग पेपर रे दागी कहछंती तेणु एटा उड़िया गीत नुहे संबलपुरी गीत तापरे जो माने रेकॉर्डिंग करले से माने कॉपीराइट को अमान्य करी कहछंती मोठो से माने परमिशन देई नाहंती दुई रे अपध्वंस करी गाइछंती भाषा को.
Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Odia candidates come out with flying colours as 24 from state cracked civil services examinations. 7 of them are in top 100. Youth goes on in rampage at Secretariat, attacks officer with knife, raising questions about security at the bureaucratic North Centre. Chief Minister inaugurates a number of Navka related projects including bus terminal at Malati Patapur in Puri amidst protest by Congress. Census report shows 65.36% of rural Odisha still don't own a phone. In terms of asset ownership, abysmal 4.83% households own refrigerator. And Rangavati Returns, remake of Rangavati faces trouble as lyricist and musician of the Sambalpuri song moved court alleging copyright violation. Thank you for watching. Good night.